What's going on, guys? Kiger here. I have a pretty interesting one here, and I really didn't want to talk about this. It's been going on for a while, but more and more people are starting to realize it's happening. So I'm just going to put awareness out there, and hopefully it gets fixed. So when the game originally came out, I'm sure you all saw when you first started the game, when you use a fairy skill, it does the full animation in front of you, and you can't move, you can't press any buttons, and it just does the animation. Pretty much by default, you jump in there, you turn the animation off, and then you're good to go. You forget about it ever since, right? Kinda. So the game still assumes that if you're standing still when you cast a fairy skill, it thinks you are doing the animation. So a lot of people will be moving when they're using a fairy skill, and then nothing happens. But if you stay perfectly still, like literally don't even touch the movement and just click abilities and summon fairies, then the game thinks you're in the animation. You can swap fairy presets. You can summon other fairies. Does not matter as long as you stay still. And the thing that's coded in the game is for about a second and a half, somewhere between a second and a half to 2 seconds, you cannot take damage. It will say invulnerable when you summon a fairy and are standing still. And I'm going to show you because a subscriber sent me a message saying, hey, I think this guy is cheating, and I've gotten this a few times, and I feel it's been enough. So we're going to watch it together. I'm going to show you what's going on and point it out. So I'm also going to slow it down. Quality is good. Let's go to half speed. Okay. So, opponent is standing still. Summoned a fairy. Invincible. Invincible, invincible. Summon another fairy. Invincible, invincible, invincible. Swapped. Summoned another fairy. Invincible, invincible, invincible. There's the chestnut rose. Invincible, invincible, invincible. Now, they would need to either swap their fairy teams and then do the rotation again, or they would have to dodge or actually use other skills. Notice how they're invincible as well because they used a dodge just now. Boom, throwing out skills. Now, we had that as well. We had invincible as well, using a fairy skill, standing still, invincible. Now the guy's behind us. Dodge. Slow immunity. He's taking damage because he's moving at this point. But this player obviously knows what is happening as he does it. Because he puts himself... He knows what he's doing, but he's not doing it to the full effect. If he was doing it right, he would literally always be invincible. Invincible, invincible. See, this is the... I think that's Anatheria that he summoned right there, which is why he's invincible. Then he summoned Chestnut Rose. Not moving. Then the only movement he did was a dodge forward, which you are invincible during the dodge forward. Staying perfectly still, invincible, invincible, invincible. You saw the effect on the ground. That was Hydreiga Flames. Now, our guy that we're watching, Webb, is moving around, taking damage from everything. Tama is not moving, literally just casting skills. See the chestnut rose. Invincible, invincible. Just summoned a fairy right there. Hydreiga Flames. Which you know it was his because ours is just now coming up. Use a dash forward. And now we're back in the invincibility frames summoning more fairies. I think we watched enough of this to show you what's going on. And what people are doing that make it even worse is if you time out skills, you can do some pretty cool things. And you can grab them in between some animations. But what they're doing is they're going full... what's the name of the fairy thing again? 1 second. Where's it at? Vigor Wind, which gives dodge cooldown minus 40%, which means they could use a dodge every 3 seconds instead of 5. So if they do it right, they can literally never be targeted. You could run away from them, but they could every 3 seconds use a dodge to get closer. And the fairy does not have to have a target to click the fairy. So as long as you're able to swap teams, nothing happens. The only kind of mirror breaker here would be a mistletoe. Because mistletoe, if you try to move through it, then you still get stunned. Now, but this only works if you time their dodge correctly. And then besides that, you're just looking at each other. This is probably going to ruin all PvP, but a lot of people already know about this and have been doing it forever. So it's out there. Please leave a like on this video so more people see it, more people are aware of it. Put a comment down below telling me how much you hate this and you want it fixed. I know that some of the higher ups do watch my videos, so hopefully putting this out there gets it fixed. Till next time, guys.